That's right. The place is hot for sure.
No rain.
You're telling me, boy? Yo, there was some sprinkles last night. I woke up and I saw some sprinkle on the ground, and that made me happy.
Lucky you.
It's Msy.Chrissy and Scratchmaster here on the Power Morning Show. We're heading into the morning trend. Coming to you compliments Rick's Cafe.
Big up, Rick.
Walk in, dance out. And, you know, we have a very, very, very special guest joining us today all the way from the United States of America. And that guest has so many accolades when it comes to Calypso and Soca in Grenada. Give it up for and welcome to the Power Morning Show and the Morning Trend, Elimas Gilbert, the Inspector. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. How are you?
I'm all right. Good morning to Scratch Master. Good morning to the beautiful people of Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the Caribbean, everybody who tune into Power.
Pick up yourself. You're telling me?
That mean the voice sounding good. No coronavirus yet.
Very well. Good.
Oh, you're taking your little bush tea and your little turmeric and thing.
Serious bush tea, man. I have to give credit to Mr. Lex father, man. This man is a Rosal, man. Chrissy, you know Rosal?
I know
Rosal in St. Patrick's?
Yes, man.
Wow, man, this man from Rosal. That man gave me some bush 2 days ago. Lord have mercy, better than them doctors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What type of bush you get?
Strong. When I tell you, I don't even know the name. All I know is strong.
Well, he couldn't give you anything, you know.
Strong bush.
No, strong and good. Strong and good. And the bush so good, I don't even want to only drinking and living back a little bit. Possibly.
Right. Oh, that's good stuff, yo. I live on bush tea. I love some bush tea.
Yes.
It's like some lemongrass, some big time when I had a cold, you know.
Yes.
But I know a lot of people talking about drinking turmeric as well these days, turmeric and ginger to help to fight off, you know, anything that may come your way. So tell us where you
when I used to go to primary.
Can
you repeat it? Where?
You were saying when you used to go to primary school.
Yes, I grew up in a bush called SEK. That used to be my tea every morning. SEK. I don't know if they have that around still, but you know them bush are different names. So
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, SEK. Yeah. So let's continue. I was asking me where.
Yes, where are you hailing from? Because you're obviously not in Grenada right now. So where are you?
I'm in Brooklyn. I'm on I'm very close to. Anytime you hear about Brookdale Hospital,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very close to Brookdale Hospital. Any emergency, I'm right there, 1 block away.
Right. Wow. How do you feel in Brooklyn right now as compared to possibly if you were in Grenada? Do you feel safer there, or do you wish that you were home?
I wish I was home, and I only left home roughly around 3 weeks ago to a month. And out here is dangerous, man, deadly. I think America or New York, I think they take over. Well, America take over China with that, and New York, a lot of people dying recently. A lot of people that I know dying, and you see home now. The difference with home, 1 or 2 people might get sick, but because of the weather, a lot of people don't know that because of the sun. You know, the sun is a help to the virus. Over here, cold and plenty rain, but home because of the heat, a lot of people survive. So I will prefer to be home. Right.
Yeah, man. Well, we definitely miss you here in Grenada.
Yes, well, home is home, and a lot of people who know me and who close to me for years will tell you, home is where my heart is. That is why I sang No Place Sweeter Than Home. And I love Grenada. I only in Brooklyn because of survival. You understand? I have to make things happen. I have a mortgage to pay in Grenada, and I have a rent to pay in New York, plus my son is in New York. So I had to make things happen. I can't stay home too long. I have to be back and forth because of the bills. But very soon that go in. Very soon me and Scratch Master go hit the lotto, and then everything will take care of.
Scratch!
Man, even say Mosquito boy, call me. Oh boy.
But is it that being a musician is simply not enough for survival for you?
Of course, especially in Grenada. And I'm glad you asked that question. You see, Trinidad, once you have a hit song in Trinidad, you have a good carnival season in Trinidad, you work for the whole year. This year is different because of the virus.
Right.
The Iowa George and the Patrice and everybody who had a good season in Trinidad have to stay home now because all the shows and everything canceled. But once you have a good season in Trinidad, you could ask Mr. Keeler that question. Last year, Keeler had about 70-something bookings. I mean, year before, after, run with it.
Yeah.
You understand? But in Grenada, once we have a good season in Grenada and you get a couple thousand EC, especially if you come in the top 3 in Soca Monarch, by the time you pay presentation, that's it. I'm being honest with you. You could that's the boy, that's anybody. People are saying, by the time you get a little 30,000 in Grenada presentation alone, look at the great presentation, worst ways and the boys they just put down for the people. That costs money. So, and you have to pay everybody around you. So nothing come free. By the time you're done, not much in your pocket. You have to struggle during the year. You see, we don't tour like that. You have to mash up Trinidad to have a good carnival season. Any artist will tell you that. Depending on Grenada alone, is waste of time.
But question, do you think in general that when artists pen songs specifically for a competition, it limits them traveling?
That is true. I cannot argue that. Yeah,
you know,
that is true.
You structure your melody a certain way. You know, you could hear it. You could tell when a song is structured for
Soca Monarch song.
Yeah, Soca Monarch song versus a song that is, you know, for the like, for instance, you sang Toy last year. That for me, that is a party song. I don't consider that something that was, you know, deliberately structured for a competition per se. Yes, it could enter competition. Right? Nobody's saying no to that. But, you know, there are some songs and artists that deliberately write and produce for competition. And sometimes
I agree with you 100%. Yes, I agree with you. So sometimes we have to monitor the market, watch it and try to pen so we could get work outside there. And then again, as an artist, sometimes we write 5 songs. Yeah. And we say, yes, this one go happen. Yes, that one go happen. And we're crazy over this one. And when we release it, the public don't watch it at all. The public don't grab it. I will give you an example. I remember in 2004, I had a song called I Make Them Hush because I had a good season in 2003 and 2001 and 20,000. So I had a song called I Make Them Hush in 2004. And I telling all my friends, I'm going to destroy Soca Monarch with that song. I make them hush. I make them hush. And I have a friend in Sotes that are always on the block. As an artist, we get a lot of topic from the guys on the block. They're stuck in, well, I don't want to pronounce the word, but let me say nonsense.
Right.
And I have a friend, and he tell me, but Specky, the amount of hand that girl give me, I should just walk the road and ball, And I start to laugh. And while I laugh, that's sticking in my head. And I tell a friend of mine, I say, I'm going to record a hand tune, but will be different. Because first time I get that. So I say, I'm going to record a hand tune, but will be different. And when I record, I walk in the road and balling. I record that, and I also record I Make Them Hush. And up to now, the public do watch I Make Them Hush. They make me hush.
Right.
The public make me hush, and they go for I walk in the road and balling. Let me give you a next example again. When Talpri had Oluman, Talpri compete against me in Soca Monarch, maybe come about 6. Oluman played in Grenada. People had loved it, but wasn't a mega hit in Grenada until Trinidad take it up.
Yeah.
You understand? So as artists, sometimes we just write and we just say, but that bad. That's going to mash up the place.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is the public, is what they like.
Yes, it's so true. Because, I mean, we look at, for instance, Skinny Banton this year with Wrong Again. You know, he didn't compete with that song at all in Grenada. We loved it as a song in general. But, you know, it's not structured for Soca Monarch. He didn't even go to Soca Monarch with it.
No competition.
That he was able to have just on that song.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we're now in this pandemic where carnivals are being canceled, and that's probably breaking down some of the touring that some of these guys are doing. You know, Skinny Banton tours, Lava tours, Lil Natty and Thunder. You know, they're almost always out of the country.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So sometimes how you're paying, and I cannot argue that. I agree that a lot of times. Because many times I write song for Soca Monarch. I do it a lot of times. Not me alone. I know a lot of artists who do the same thing. And then we focus on Soca Monarch. And then when Soca Monarch done, that's it. We don't go nothing out of Grenada. Just Grenada alone with what we see. So I cannot argue that.
Right.
Yeah. So are you able, say for instance, you're in the studio, you're writing a song. Do you know if it's going to be a hit or not? Can you sense that? Or it's always just based on like the make them hush situation? You just never know. How do you identify that in advance? 'Cause for instance, Sky and I, we get songs, we get songs on the station. And to me, I could tell if a song is a hit or not.
Yes. All right. Let me tell you something. When I write in, majority of time, not all the time, because not every time I have a big song, but the majority of times when I write in, I could see the people reaction. For example, when I was writing Power in the Soca, I wrote Power in the Soca. I started in Trinidad in Mr. Williams Monroe veranda. I was there for Soca Monarch around the time, and I was staying by him in Sawa.
Nice.
And I was writing Power in the Soca. And when I read the part Power in the Soca, I could have seen people reaction before that song go in the studio.
Yeah.
I have song like In My Land. In My Land, when we jump, I see people reaction. The big wave coming. All them things, I see people. Certain songs, you could see people reaction. And what we do as artists, we monitor people behavior. So if certain time people like to put the head on the ground and the hand on the ground and they rain in the air, we will sing about that because we know that is what they like. Right. If most time people drinking rum and they in the rum shop 6 o'clock in the morning, we look at that. Let me tell you something. Artists are dangerous people. Don't joke with us. Me and you could be holding a conversation now. And you telling me certain things on the phone and I laughing and I think, and when I hang up the phone, that's it.
You go on here, right?
Because what you tell me that register, we right, but we don't tell you nothing. Right. Once me and a girl was holding a conversation, and she said to me, Specky, I fed up with my boyfriend. I fed up this morning thing. I can't take it on again. I fed up with this man. You see me? I go just take my thing by appointment.
Right.
And just so how she say, I go just take my date. She go date by appointment. I had a song one name of Orina. And in the song I had, she ain't one commitment. She like it by appointment. So Orina. The girl don't even know I get that from her. And next story again. I went to SAS. And when I was in Form 1, I won my first junior Monarch and Road match. Cash could tell you, dance in the country. And then that was in 85. And then 86 came along and I was searching for topic. And after school, you used to always have some guys hustling, selling something, orange. But that day, that guy was selling nuts. And he had the nuts in his hand. So as class over, he run outside to get children attention to sell. And he was shaking the bag. Get your nuts, children. Get your nuts. Fresh nuts. No kicks for 86. Get your nuts. No kicks. We ain't joking. Get your nuts. And the no kicks register in my head. I mark it down on my exercise book. No kicks for 86. I went back to Sotes and the rest was history. That was my second road match. And it was one of my biggest road match. Wow. That was history. So we get ideas from people. And I personally get a lot of topic from Facebook too. I read a lot. I'm always on social media. A lot of people just write constructive thing on Facebook. Some make fun, but a lot of things does be. Let me give you a next example. 2 years ago, I was standing up in Terracade Fete, Sinal Fete in Chantimel. When the fete finished, some people go home, some people still mingling, all talking. And there is a girl in Sotes who very close to me, she wash and thing for me. And we go down, but we always making joke. And she came up to me as well. Why you harassing me for not this morning? I can't take you on this morning. Leave me alone. I'm talking to two nice ladies here. Leave me alone. She just looked at me and she said, me and you, I don't bother you, it's a good thing the battery giving you competition. Serious? That's how I get the topic. She said, I'm taking you on right now. It's a good thing the battery giving you competition.
Right.
And that stick in my head. And I came back to New York. I called Mr. Legs. I said, Mr. Legs, I have an idea. I want you to build a rhythm that will mash up the place.
Right.
Then Legs tell me, no problem. Then Andrew Hitz call me and just say, Specky, what you doing? I find you quiet. I say, Andrew, boy, I don't really have zeal for competition and thing, I don't into this thing much, but I have ideas. I say I have an idea called the toy. The battery giving competition. Andrew laugh. Then Andrew text me 2 days after. Andrew Hitz text me and say, you have a rhythm called the controversy rhythm. Because what I now tell him, that register in his head too. Right. And he find out a good topic to put on the rhythm. And I've been honest with you, although me and Mr. Lex close. And me and Mr. Lex do some great work with me already. I never regret going on Andrew Hitz rhythm. Because like that song just suit the topic, everything just suit the rhythm. And that song was playing a lot in Trinidad. I refused to go over there.
Right.
Fits, yeah.
Tell me something.
Yeah, it's a give and take.
Tell me something. It hasn't happened with Grenada, and we're hoping it doesn't happen with regards to the various carnivals that have gotten cancelled. Do you think that artists should still put out music? What are your thoughts on that?
All right, there is a give and take. This is a ticklish question. I'm gonna break it up for you. Artists could release music and see what happened going into 2021, because remember Trinidad Carnival is February, March, and Trinidad will start to play them other islands from around September, October, November.
That is true.
Right? And we're looking for that Trini break. Any artist who tell you they don't want that Trini break, they lie. I still want it.
Right.
You know? But that's in my opinion. Every artist think different.
Right.
If Carnival cancel, I don't really sing no music. I will monitor. Huh?
You would not release if
I would not release. Yeah, I would not release. I do studio work already. When I was in Grenada a month ago, I recorded a song by Fatman George Nodley. That's the man that's responsible for Old Woman. And I came back by Mr. Alex and we were just modernizing the beat.
Yeah.
And ready, I plan to release the ending of me, and a very good topic. And a topic I see all over Facebook and I'm laughing. And I know that song will do some damage. I don't want to say the name because you know how this business is.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But I just watching and see. But I think some artists will release to get that Trini break, because we don't know what 21 will bring, and we don't know if Trinidad go have Carnival. But in case they have, we want that break, because our music start playing in Trinidad from September, October, November, going into Trinidad for the December and beyond. So,
but what about your fans in Grenada that would be looking out for new music?
Well, I might release one. I might release one, because I have more than one record, but it's not on my mind as yet. I'm watching it still, and I'm monitoring the situation.
Because you have an audience now. Right now, more than ever, everybody is home. There are a lot of virtual events happening. It's not the same thing, but it is a void. But you still have everybody's attention now more than ever.
Yes.
A song that you come out with, Right now, people are busy like how they used to be busy, and at time, right now, people home, they're bored, they're listening to music, they're watching TV. So, I know some artists say that.
Yes, and don't forget to put. Yes, and don't forget to put a little humor into it. The honey rate gone down to 91%.
Oh Lord.
Facts. Because we
let us continue. Let us continue.
No, wait, you're so precise. 91% you say the honey rate going down by.
Where get that statistic from?
I want to know.
Yeah, it gone down 91%. Yeah, they say all wife home with the husband now. So the coffee is something else. And
you say husband home with the husband.
I'm paying attention to your words.
Say wife home with the husband. Very well.
Yeah, wife home with the husband home with the wife. So the honey rate gone down. And then police serious on the street.
They are. They're really doing a good job, I must say. But listen, so many people doing the tempo challenge. I ain't hear nothing from you yet.
I like to be real. I like to be real with people, right? Because that's the type of person I am. I speak my mind. You see my condition with the white hair and everything.
We can't see you.
I don't go.
That's why you're going to that room.
Yeah.
I don't go in the barber shop in like 3 weeks, and I don't shave for myself because I don't want no bumps on my face.
Right.
Because of that, I never do it, because I wanted to present myself properly. And I know I'll go ask the question why I do the interview. I do the interview because it's power. Power very good to me.
Okay.
Power very good to me. So that's the only reason why I do it, because I say to me, as a man, I like to present my scratch. You see me for years. I went up into presentation and looking good on stage. You don't know artists in Grenada beat me with that easy. I like to present myself nice. So I want, when I go there, well shave up and think. But when I call me, that's the first thing I thought about, But I couldn't have turned down power.
We appreciate that.
So that's the only reason why. Nothing else. That's the only reason.
All right.
Okay. Well, good. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I think every artist kind of looking like a Rasta man right now. We just had to accept that.
Yes, I need that barber shop.
Barbers will be busy.
But again, we have to respect the law. And I want to tell a lot of people that. I've been following everything on social media. And as Grenadians, we have to put aside who like who and who don't like who and who like this one and do the right thing. Because at the end of the day, we want to survive. We want to see 2021 and beyond. You know, we may not like everything the authority is doing, but we have to respect and listen and obey. Everybody cannot have a day. Everybody cannot have a day. There is rules and regulations, and we have to respect that because we all want to be safe. You understand? So we have to do the right thing. We may not like everything they do, but at least they're trying and they have to do something. Because if they do nothing, we complaining. So we have to respect that, people. Respect that. We don't have to like them, but we have to respect because that's how every country runs. In some other countries, they're beating you. They're shooting you, all kind of thing. We ain't doing that home because Grenada is a loving nation. But respect the authorities, respect the police. Just stay home. Let me stay home and see what happens. Right. All of us feeling it, you know. All of us feeling it. You understand? But at the end of the day, we have to make things happen.
Yeah, well, you heard it from the uncle himself. Now, what do you think about the extempo challenge in that so many young artists are getting on it? Do you think it's going to encourage some sort of re-emergence of that type of art form?
Well, I hope so. That's the first thing that scratched my mind when I see the Warsways doing it and the boys are doing it. Because extempo is the mother. Extempo and Calypso is the mother. And when I see young people doing it, I smile, I feel good. I say yes. So I hope during Carnival time they could continue it because at the end of the day, young people have to carry the batter. When young people singing Calypso, it's a good thing because Calypso dying. Some Calypsonians would not like to hear that. Calypso dying. Whether you like it or not, Calypso dying, and young people got to make that change. When you look at the Mardi Gras, 300 people. The generation don't go to the Mardi Gras. You understand? It's 300 people in the Mardi Gras. And Soca Monarch is the big fete because that's where the generation going. So young people got to carry that batter to make it happen. You understand? So I hope it's a good look, and I hope they continue it. Let me give you a next example again. There is a lot of young people playing pan. Young people beating double tenor. Go in the band room in the night, you go see them. But the generation don't go and listen pan. And at the end of the day, you must get the generation involved. I will give you a next example again. A lot of people criticize me over the years and say, oh, our inspector want to follow them young people. He don't sing things like before. And I just watch them and I shake my head because eating better. Hurricane. No place sweeter than home. Scratch Master, you grow with me. And you know, in the 90s, there was the era for the music. Time change. The generation change. A lot of things change and you cannot remain one way. The only senior artist that getting work in the fete with them young people in Grenada is Eli Gilbert. Because I modernized myself. Why do you think that they are around the Mr. Legs and the Andrew Hits and them thing? I'm always on a rhythm. I modernize myself. Scratch, you work with me already. Most of them I send some so I question you. You know that. What you think, Scratch? What you think? Why you think? You just give me your honest opinion. You had that experience with me because I try to be in the mix. I want when I lie down on my bed and I listen to Power and the boys is playing and the Warsways playing and the Dash playing, Inspector could get that playing the mix. That make me happy. Yeah. When all the big fetes happening, the white and the this and the that, Inspector in the mix with all them young people, I like that. I's a entertainer, I's a bacchanal man, I's a carnival man. I want to be in the mix with everybody. I don't want to stick in Calypso, padam, and one station playing that for 1 hour, and then you don't know what happening.
Wait. I have a very important question to ask. You said that the numbers for the Mardi Gras are dwindling, whereas Soca Monarch is the beast, if you understand what I mean, right? Now, from the 90s to now, Soca music has evolved. The sound of Soca has, it has progressed, it has changed, and gotten to where it is. Do you think, what do you think is the reason for Calypso, which, as you said, is the mother of this whole thing, not growing the same way that Soca music has grown?
All right.
Is it because
the Calypso lovers? No, the Calypso lovers, the generation get older. Young people, not into Calypso. Pick up the phone, Scratch. When you get up, right? Pick up the phone, and ask about 10 young people to call the station. I know it wouldn't happen now, but just think about that. and ask them the question of God. Who is the Calypso King of Grenada? And who is the Soca Monarch King of Grenada? The majority will answer who is the Soca Monarch King of Grenada and don't know who is the Calypso King of Grenada. Young people not into Calypso. Straight up.
But why?
Because that is not their thing. The Baba Dam, young people want vibes. Scratch when you're young and you look at a vehicle. When you're young and you look at a vehicle and you want to buy it, you know what the first thing you look at? The body. But that ride looking good. The color, the shape, everything. Than the engine. When you get older, you focus on the engine. When you're young, you think different. And soca music is what young people like. Why it have 10,000 people in the Majga and you don't in Soca Monarch and you don't have 10,000 in the Majga?
Well, that's what I was saying before. The sound of soca in the 80s and 90s is totally different from the sound of soca now.
No, that's right. Let me give an example. Let me pause you for a second. You're right. When I was singing Calypso in the 90s, we go in the wrong way. People used to party to that, you know, remember? Remember the Queen's Park Marshall? We go in the wrong. Soca Hurricane, all them thing was like fast Calypso. Beats and people could have sing and dance to no place sweeter than home.
Right.
Them thing there was fast Calypso, that was road march. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of you a question now. And I put in my ears close to the phone to listen. Why Power FM don't play Calypso?
Well, I'll tell you this much. We have a format like every other station. It's the same way you wouldn't find power soca music being played on a gospel station. I mean, every station has their format that they stick to, their audience that they cater to, right? And I mean, that's how we operate.
Okay.
You would not hear a gospel station playing Cardi B. You understand? Yes. I mean, we have a format. That's just the long and short of it.
And I think it really is generational as well, like Specky is saying. You know, it's very generational. Every radio station has a specific audience that they are catering to. And by that, your type of music is then dictated by the type of audience you're catering to. So
yeah, but Specky said that he liked the fact that a lot of the younger people were into the extempo challenge, for instance, right? Yeah. Like even Msy.Chrissy got into the extempo challenge. I didn't know she was an artist. Msy and all got involved into it. You know, so I mean, is it that more needs to be done to really tap their interest?
Yes, of course. And they ain't doing that. They're not doing that in Grenada. They're not, everything just remain the same. Let me give you a next example again. When Carnival done, and promoters had to send for artists to perform in their fete, promoters will send for no Calypsonian. No Calypso. Don't get me wrong. I don't want nobody listen to me and think I'm coming down on it. I love it. When I lay down on my bed, I listen Calypso, I listen this What's Up, I listen Beast Scholar, everybody, Crow, everybody. Right. Calypsonian don't get walk in no fete. Is the Marshall Montano, the Iowa, or you have a big groove? The Skinny Fabulous, the Natty, you know who travel. You know who travel. You ever see Calypsonian get the only time Calypsonian get work if you have a Mother's Day show and I see them show in the Trade Center or Five Basket or something. No, I'm speaking fact.
It's true.
And when Carnival done, I have a family to feed. I had to pay the mortgage in Grenada. I had to pay the rent in there. I still had to put gas in my van. I had to struggle like everybody. I want to work. And to get work, you don't get to work with padam, pam. You get work with groovy or soca. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against it. I love it. I just listen. Last year when Valin sang Small Minded People, I said, Lord, my skin raised. That's a nice Calypso. But them thing is just for the moment. And anybody want to argue with me, I will just ask them why the Majgra do have people. Why is 300 people the Majgra have for years now?
Right.
Yeah? If all you love it so much, that go out and support the Majgra. Go out and listen to it.
I like
that. So Monarch is 8, 9, 10,000 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Monarch paying all the bills for Carnival.
Yeah.
You want me to come here and live for Power FM?
No,
we know you're doing that.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate the fact because we have to talk about it. There has to be some sort of injection of preserving certain art forms like the Calypso, like the extempo from a very early age. That I think happen.
And a lot of people, a lot of the young people who listening, soca is fast calypso, you know. Soca is a beat. Let me give you an example. If I write a soca about Power FM, right? For example, Power FM, you can't stop them. Power FM, you can't stop them. Road march, everybody whining, right? No, let me break it up for you. For when I had to go and sing that in Soca Monarch now, I must go in the band room to rehearse with the police band. The police band usually make us sing it slow first, so they could get the proper key.
Right.
You listening to me?
Yeah.
We had to sing it slow to get the proper key. You know what is slow and the proper key? Calypso now. Power FM, you can't stop them.
Right.
Power FM. That way Calypso coming. You can't stop them. And when they get the proper key, we bring up the beat. Remember I tell you soca is a beat. When they get the proper key, the beat gone sky high now. Power FM. You can't stop. Please don't record my thing. Hey, don't take my stuff because I go slowly.
Copywritten.
So soca is a beat. Calypso is the mother. Soca is the child. Extempo is the mother. So soca is fast. Calypso is just a beat. We could sing soca slow too. We could sing it slow. It's just a beat. You understand? And you know who changed everything? Marshall Montano. When Marshall Montano came out with Big Chuck, he gone sky high, and from then soca get different.
Right.
Yeah, remember Big Chuck?
Yeah, I definitely remember Big Truck. All them songs you talking about, I used to get on bad as a little child, you know, in my little home watching all on TV and things. So
you're older than Scratch, or Scratch older than you?
Scratch would like to think that he is younger than me. Scratch in his mind is 21 years old.
So let me ask you our next question. How come I have all them white baby and Scratch on the white? What happened? Me and Scratch go together.
He has a little bit of white in there.
Let me tell you something. Right. I don't talk.
Yeah, we got to lock up the morning trend right now. Inspector is in the house. Thank you so much for locking in with us and giving us all that good history in there about our culture. I definitely appreciate it. Stay safe. And of course, we'll be in touch.
I will. And to all my beautiful people in Grenada, my body in Brooklyn, but Grenada is where my heart is. I love home. I don't just say that. So I spend more time in Grenada than New York. And I live in Prominent in New York. I love home. Be safe. Obey the law. Everybody cannot have a day. Obey the law. Let us see what happens. Sometimes these things spread farther than 2021. But let us try to make it work. Right? Let us obey and try to make it happen. We all want to survive.
Stay safe.
All right? All right. And keep being number one power in the soca.
Yay!
All right, man.
So much, Specky. That was the morning trend. Came to you. Compliments Rick's Cafe Walk-In Dance. So the hit list is up next.
1, 2, 3. Wash your hands.